It is extremely important that you cannot be the only one talking about your brand. See, the secret is realizing and discovering you cannot do it alone. You need advocates with strong influence. Now notice I did not say following because there is a difference. And strong audience engagement within their own niche communities, stirring up authentic conversations on your brand. Partnering with the right micro-influencers to continually build and maintain your brand's reputation is crucial to your brand's credibility and success. I repeat, you cannot do it alone. Believe it or not, but your target market, they can discredit your brand entirely due to a poor social media presence. Yep, I said it, it's true. A poor social media presence actually has a much larger impact than you would think. See, people check out social media for honest reviews on your product or service to decide for themselves if your brand is even credible. Social proof is a real thing and it is vital for success. Lack of social proof and advocates speaking on your brand does have a direct effect on your credibility. It affects even so much more. It affects the volume of quality traffic that's sent to your website or into your marketing funnel, ultimately affecting sales. So if you do not have a strong social presence and an engaged audience of followers on social media, people are less likely to believe that your product and your service will deliver what you say it will. In this day and age, you cannot be the only one tooting your own horn. But I tell you though, the key is not to go and buy a huge Instagram following and buy fake followers, because those can be spotted a mile away. But you should place a greater emphasis on building and maintaining an engaged audience of followers instead of increasing your follower count. Believing that you need a high social media following to gain brand credibility and increase sales, well, that's a dark age perspective. See, the answer is to partner with micro-influencers. Now, in this video, I will share how partnering with micro-influencers, it increases your brand's social presence and ultimately your brand's credibility. Micro-influencers have highly targeted niche followings. Their audience genuinely looks to the influencer for advice on success in a given field. Trust is key, and trust, it tends to aggregate in smaller audiences. These types of influencers, they also tend to have a stronger audience engagement rate than macro influencers. Because these influencers, they don't have as many followers, they can afford to interact with their audience more. And that is why micro-influencers are excellent agents to promote ongoing and genuine conversations on your brand. This in turn strengthens your brand's social presence, and the more people talking about your brand in a positive light, this has a direct correlation on your brand's credibility. So building an engaged audience of followers around your brand is one of the keys to increasing your brand's credibility. These advocates, they help to further build and strengthen a community of engaged followers. Now, how do they do this, you might ask? Micro-influencers, they speak highly of your brand to their niche audience. And with the right micro-influencer partnerships, well, they get you in front of your target market. The micro-influencers, they are warming up their audience to your brand and your product even before your target market checks out your social media or website. They speak to how your brand has made a positive impact in their lives, and they introduce and encourage their audience to further check out your brand. These advocates will not only encourage their audience to check out your website, but also your social media, which in turn helps to build your following and further indoctrinate these audiences into your brand. Because the influencers are already speaking highly of your brand to their social media audience, the audiences who do come to your social media, they're already very keen to learn more about your brand, and they're open to engage with your brand's content. For example, some brands have content like quizzes or questionnaires that an audience member can learn which products and or services are right for them. Another way they can further engage with your brand is by signing up for your free webinar to learn more or leaving their email addresses for a free ebook. The more actions a user takes, the more opportunity that they have to further engage and immerse into your brand. So partnering with micro-influencers, it's key to also tapping into new communities for your brand as well. Micro-influencers, they're excellent agents to help build a clientele base for you on social media. So then you are able to utilize this base to create and maintain relationships with future and present customers long after they pay for your services. And that's the beauty of social media. It's an excellent place for just that. Micro-influencers gives you the opportunity to form these relationships and ultimately transition your customers into brand advocates. And that is the key to increasing and maintaining true, authentic credibility, having your customers be your own brand advocates. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this video on the reasons why micro-influencers are excellent agents to build the right audiences on social media and to increase your credibility and social presence. Stay tuned to future videos where we continue the conversation of talking influencer marketing.